Mine will literally be probably the most hated anime character ever. Shou Tucker. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, that
yeah.
piece of shit.
He's the fucking experimentalist fucker.
Yes.
Bitch.
Full Metal Alchemist is a anime pretty much dedicated to alchemy, equivalent exchange, writing one thing to another. Probably one of the oldest, like, pretty much stories out there. Shou Tucker was a state-sponsored alchemist, officially certified, famous for creating a chimera. Chimera typically is a mixture of beasts. I read this today and I was very disturbed. Apparently, his first chimera was a mixture of his wife and a dog. Now, the reason he is so hated is because he's essentially a scientist dedicated to trying to create chimeras, I'm assuming, for war profiteering and whatnot, because he does work for the government. It's just my assumption. When we see him in the story, the main characters, Edward Elric and Alphonse Eric, come across him and his daughter, and we see them bonding with the daughter and their big ass fluffy dog and having a good ass time. He is stressing like a motherfucker though, because his recertification is coming up and he has shit to show for it. He has made absolutely no progress in his research in years. So this scumbag ass motherfucker, because that's exactly what he is a straight up scumbag, decides to turn his daughter and her dog into a chimera.
Yeah.
The most atrocious thing I have ever seen done in all the years of anime.
Can I just tangent for a second on that?
Go ahead.
I remember like seeing that shit in the anime, and like I had never been so. I never hated a character so instantly in my life.
Right. And it's to this day. I remember seeing some sick bastard cosplaying them at a con. I said, get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to go. I was ready to go. Because it's just like on
you're a fucking
like
asshole.
you have to be so heartless to do that to your own child. And it's not like, I'm not talking like teenager. This girl had to have been like
5.
6. Like 5 or 6. Pure innocent and joy incarnate in this child.
I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up when the chimera called Edward by like the name that it had been calling Edward up until that point, and that's how you figured out it was the little girl. I was like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
It's like,
oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, if you had any innocence up until seeing that, you lost your innocence at that. That is an innocence robbing scene.
Scar gave it a mercy killing.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It was just, it's devastating.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, it's been like a clean 15 years since I've seen this, and this is still
painful.
This is fucking
I might be a sick bastard, but I've seen multiple cosplays, and that's actually kind of one of my favorite cosplays. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's like the people who do it actually do it really well, but at the same time, fuck.
One guy had like a plushie, and I was like, I think you made that yourself, and you've got issues.
Right. But and it's one of those scenes that will live with you forever. I feel like if I ever develop Alzheimer's, I would still remember that scene.
Yeah.
Because it's just that
terrifying.
Yeah, it's like it's startling, it's eye catching, it's trauma inducing. It's just fuck. Like I remember I couldn't I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't remember the guy's name, but I remember that damn scene. It's been so long since I've seen it too. It is just like, yo, this is just no, like
what is, but nah, that is a feat. That
was everything.
Yeah, it's like his one because it's like I think he died like immediately after that.
I hope so. I can't remember, but I hope so.
I forgot what happened to him, but I do not think he survives Full Metal Alchemist.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
you fucking
not.
Shouldn't. You're fucking garbage.
He actually might have survived it. They might have just took his ass to jail or something like that. I know that the daughter and the homunculi does not survive.
I seriously doubt. I mean, and let's keep it real. The main character of the story, for those who don't know, with Full Metal Alchemist, the main character literally tried to bring his mother back to life.
Yep.
And ends up creating like almost like a bird chimera. So he has personal experience with this and the cost that it does come from creating, because he lost the arm, he lost the leg, his brother lost his entire fucking body.
Yep.
And is just a soul trapped in a living suit of armor.
That scene right there is also really fucking sad.
Right.
That fucking shit is heartbreaking. And they made it really graphic. So like you see like this nigga Edward bleeding profusely, like as he tries to like save his little brother's soul. I got brothers, so like I remember when I seen that kind of hit particularly hard for me, because it's like, well, fuck, bro. Like I'd do the same to save my brothers too. You know what I'm saying? If I could. It's such a terrifying, but it's such a terrifying. That shit, man.
Because I mean, and if there's one thing we will almost always do, just as straight up human beings, unless you're just completely cracked in the head, is protect the innocent.
Yeah.
Children, typically women, but specifically children are almost always protected. Like most people go out of their way to make sure a child is safe.
Yeah.
And so that's like, to me, that's why that's one of those scenes, especially because I might have been like 15 when I watched that. So I was young. Like that this episode came out a while ago. So it was like, that's just like, damn, like who the fuck does some shit like this?
Fuck the individual.
Desperation is crazy. I don't know how the hell you get that desperate.
I won't do that to my kid.
神の道に背きし錬金術師
お父さん。お父さん。お父さん。
哀れな。この姿になってしまっては元に戻る方法はない。せめて安らかに行くがよい。